Greetings, Architecture 1 students. I am going to take some time on this video to give you kind of a brief overview on, making the monolithic foundation. We've done it before. This is just going to be a quick run through. I'm not going to go over every little piece of it. But if you need more information than what I've got right here, then you need to go back. Just remember in Schoology, okay, right here under AutoCAD video tutorials, there's just a couple of videos right here, but if you click, actually here's a whole folder with all of the monolithic slab foundation videos in it. Okay, so you can look through each one of those to find the specific information that you need. And there's also the library. If you click on the library, then you can get a list, supposedly. Here we go. Oh, all the videos in the library. So if there's anything that you forgot how to do or you needed some refreshing on, like dimensioning or something like that, then go back here and watch these videos. Okay. But that aside, I am just going to kind of go over just real briefly of how to do your foundation. Okay. So first off, what I'm going to do now, when I first started this house, I drew a sort of a footprint on level 0, and that could have served to start my foundation, but it's so far off right now. I think I'm going to start over. But let's go ahead and get prepared to even just look at that. So I'm going to turn off everything, even the current layer. Okay. And I'm going to turn everything off except for the 0 layer, because that's where I originally put that footprint, I believe, when I was drawing the footprint. So as you can see here, I've moved it so much that I pretty much, don't have anything left that I can do. Okay. And while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this and put that on the annotation layer. Close. Okay. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all this and delete it. Okay. Then I'm going to bring back my exterior walls. Okay, so there's my exterior walls, and I'm going to highlight that whole thing and copy it and just pick a point as a base point and just drag it over to the side. Okay, now from here, I can just go ahead and connect all the broken spots and everything in there and make a whole thing, like a whole footprint of my building. It'll be the exact footprint. And from that, I can actually change that and put it on the foundation layer. Okay. So I'm going to pause it right here. I'm going to connect all those lines. You don't need to watch me do that. All right. So I joined all those lines up, and now I'm just going to group the whole thing. There are still some separate parts. I'm going to group it, and then I'm going to select the group somehow. There we go. And we'll put it on the foundation layer, which I made a foundation layer. I'm going to turn it on and click on that. Okay. So now I've got my foundation. All right. Now I'm going to turn some of the other layers back on, especially my interior walls. Actually, I'm just going to turn on my interior walls. Okay. Now remember, we have to put that, that footing for the load bearing wall that's in the center. All right. So what I do is I just take this whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and group all of this together so I don't end up separating it. And I'm going to move it. So I select it, click the move tool, and then pick a corner that you can line up. Okay, right there. All right, and then as far as my load-bearing wall, I'm pretty sure, now I'm not an engineer, but so we're just going to go with it and just pretend I am. And I am going to make that load-bearing wall footing right through here. So that is one wall that goes all the way through the house from one end to the other. Now, an engineer would probably also make this wall load-bearing, maybe, or maybe this one also. Okay, but just so we get practice at drafting a load-bearing wall, we're going to just do it on this one. And to get a good, center of that wall, I'm going to click on the line tool, and I'm just going to draw right through here. So that's one little line, and I need to be on the interior wall layer. Okay, so one line right there between the wall. That way I can find the center of that. I'm going to go to the foundation layer, click on the line tool, find the center of that small line. That way I get the whole center of the wall. I'm just going to stretch it from one end to the other, keeping it exactly at 0 degrees. Click it over there. Now I can pick the that group and move that group over here. And now I have this line. I can go ahead and get rid of this one. And then I'm going to extend it right there. See if I need to extend it over here. Nope. I'm going to offset it. Okay, I'm going to offset it 12 inches. And I'm going to offset it both directions. Here and here. Okay. Click right here in the center to get rid of that center line. And now what I need to do is I need to create my thickened edge all the way around the building itself. So I'm going to do that same 12-inch offset. Just click on the offset, hit the enter button to accept that, and then click here and wherever else that I need to, depending on how my how my drawing came out or my grouping and everything else. And then just go ahead and fill in the rest of the blocks. Now go ahead and kind of clean this up so you can see it a little bit. Okay, so I cleaned that up a little bit. And now what I want to do is I want to take these lines and turn those into the hidden lines because they need to be dotted. And let's see. There we go. So hidden lines right here. And then I'm going to click on the offset that I did all the way around, that continual offset there, and I'm going to change that one to hidden lines also. And then of course go and click on the other parts that did not end up as part of that same joint, the joining of all those lines. Okay, so I think I got them all now, except for this one. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in here with a fillet tool and clean up some of these corners, I think. Or I might just do this. I'm going to use the trim tool. I'm going to trim these out. Okay, trim that out and then come over here and trim this side. Just like that. And then there is your monolithic foundation. The only thing you have to do next is do the section view of the foundation. I'm going to show you a real easy way to do that on the next video.